that exists within each one of us. Okay, guys, so all you little lovers won't leave me alone. Coming through, all the ancestors, all the relatives, they want to make sure, look at that at 22 seconds. They want to make sure everybody's got their person right. They like so the energy what I get is basically like this. Like, did you ever see what's that Disney movie called? Um, Mulan, yeah, Mulan. And they're like, they're like getting them up, and they're like, oh, you have to be like this, like all the people from the family and the ancestors trying to make them perfect because they had all spent so much effort and energy to get them to the point where they needed to, where they could be ready to be presented to carry on the ancestral line. Okay, so basically the ancestors aren't playing right now, and anybody who's not attempting to come in this space that's not ready to clear ancestral karma by potentially like starting a new family or having children, like they are specifically blocking. And anybody who is blocking any divine like connections from happening, like you're probably getting your ass kicked from the spiritual plane. And it's these ancestors, guys. It's these ancestors. So, anyways, they are they are so funny. So today, this is vintage from one of my, I don't know if it was my grandmother or maybe my great grandmother. One of them, all of them were sewers. Um, but it's so cool. It's this like old bathing suit. It's got this old like stretchy material. It's cotton, so it's actually more comfortable than a lot of things. And it's supposed to look like this little dress in the front. I mean, this is like what, like circa 1930, 1940. Look at that, 222. And yeah, when I went to go pick up some of my stuff from my friend's place, I actually saw this in her shit when she's like, I never touched any of your shit. I'm like, this is like really special. And you just, then you don't even know. You don't even know what you're disrespecting, okay? And this is the energy that the ancestors have right now, right? It's like you don't even know. You have no idea who or what you're disrespecting. You have no idea how many lines of lineage it took, how much stuff it took to be able to come to the place, to the point to heal the ancestral trauma or karma or any of that stuff, right? It took time. And so the ancestors are like, like they are seriously going ham on anybody that is trying to block anybody or anything. And yeah, this card flew out. 34, impossible things, working through disbelief, imaginative leaps, fresh perspective. Okay, I've never seen a rocking horse fly, or a bread and butter fly, or a dragonfly. Well, I've never seen a horse fly, or a house fly, or an elephant fly, something like this. So this is about being lucky. It's about when we keep our vision focused on things, like when we stop, when we break free from this matrix, right? When we break free from this matrix of disbelief, of fear, of disbelief, of other people saying that we can't or we're not good enough or whatever, this may be too much, right? Sometimes it is. So we have to work through this disbelief, right? And we have to see maybe the way that we were told how things are isn't actually the way things are, right? And that's how they do it, right? That's how they manipulate. Look at that at 444. We're moving forward from that. We're free. We're breaking. The veil is so thin right now. So much has come to light, and we're really breaking through from that. We really moved past that, and so. Hold on. I'm trying to see I don't know why it's not popping up. I'm trying to see the chat. Okay. Trying to see the chat. Hello. Doing my best. Actually, that's a terrible thing, and I don't know who's been saying that. Who was I talking to? Maybe my friend who blocked me. Because I don't like that word. That word try is a terrible word. Trying. Even worse, right? Because if we speak of it in the context where you normally speak, like, this situation is trying me, it's normally not nice, right? It's normally not a good thing. So, yeah, how about that? How about that? So, let's see. Impossible things possible. Okay, guys. This makes me want to... All this orange. Look at this orange. I did bleach my eyebrows all the way. And my hair, again, it's super white. So, I did like this yellow and this orange. Super good, right? I'll do this. I make these little mini hats. I made these because to go with the cards also. Also to bring some costuming in. It's meant to look like a little teacup. Okay, let's see. And in case you're new here, I'm Zoe. Welcome to Divinity Within Thee. And I make all of these crazy things. And I sell them. And I make cool custom things also. And I just share them here because all my other platforms suck at letting me explain things. So this is a beautiful little gold one. Kind of like the same color as my eyebrows. So we'll go with it, right? I feel like it goes with the orange. So we'll go with it. I love it. Super good. Okay. Pin it back. Yes. Okay. Amazing. Okay, so because I saw this card, right, it makes me want to be like, I need to put on this hat. This hat even got stolen in this bike that I had for a while, and it was gone for like 4 months, and I was super upset. Actually, I think my other... I think it came back, and it came back all fucking smashed, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was under the seat. Like, what did you guys, They took all my stuff and brought it back to me in a bag, and I was like, why did you steal my bike in the first place, and why did you take all my stuff out of it? Like, where and why? What were you doing with my stuff? Weirdos. They were probably trying to do weird magic or weird spells, or maybe they were just trying to wear my stuff. They're trying to wear my stuff. They're trying to have someone else wear my stuff and pretend to be me. That's fucking weird. That's so creepy. Why? Oh, some crazy girl to make some video. Okay, so just so you guys know, this is my only channel where I do tarot. I don't have any other weird things. I will never solicit anything. I don't do OnlyFans or even any dating sites, you guys. You will not find me or anything else unless you are with me here or you're booking a session. So if you see my things or hear me or see my things anywhere else on anything else, please do message me. Please do share that. Because I've been hearing that from several people. So please do share. And if it's something serious, worthwhile, like bad profiles and things like this, we can work it out. Maybe I'll even give you a free reading or session or something. But, yeah. People are weird. So let's get a couple more of these cards. Dear Universe, Source Creator, Spirit Guides, Angels, Ancestors, Aliens, Archangels, and Galactic Federation of Light, all of the beings of love and light and highest vibration, timelines and outcomes possible for all those involved. We thank Thee for their constant guidance and clarity and protection in this space. Messages, love messages for the collective. It really is kind of broken. I'll take it off. Love messages. Hello. It's good, right? But it's now it's kind of fucked up. It's broken. Like I said, they stole it. They stole my bike, and this was in the seat, and they gave it back to me all broken. But I love this one. It's a good color, right? It matches my eyebrows. Haters. Doesn't matter. I kind of like it a little wobbly. It's like more like a. It's actually more like Mad Hatter, right? It's like more. Wait, come on. It's better like that, maybe a little bit. Here, hold on. Put one in the back. There we go. Stay weird, okay? Humor your inner child, and you'll find that you'll find it way easier to do a lot of your healing work as you heal your inner child. Messages from a rabbit, service to the animal world, okay? So the energy of 6 is about giving and receiving, okay? So first of all, let's think about the things that we thought were impossible, right? Things that we may have had disbelief. So what I'm getting here, for many people, they may feel, I get a strong feeling that some people feel maybe like somebody or something may be someone will be out of their league, and they just prefer to spend their time with animals because they don't talk back and they don't judge them and they make them feel good. They're like, I'll just work with animals. It's cool. I don't even need somebody. This is a very specific, this is something, okay? Yeah. And maybe that is, for some of you guys, maybe that is a dream, right? That you guys want to have animals or a farm or a property, something together. 32, belong to your own dream, create your own life, right? For some of you, you know, this can be something that you're doing. You may be saying, you know what? I'm going a softer, more gentle pace, right? I'm creating change. The 32 would be energy of 5, so it would be change. So, you know, I'm changing. Sometimes our dreams or our situations kind of change, right? Like something or someone that I thought, you know, sometimes people aren't always who you think they are. Sometimes situations don't always pan out the way that you think they will or the way that you would like them to. But that doesn't make them any more or less relevant, right? What's important is that you're understanding the lesson, right? You have to just understand the karmic lesson so you can learn the lesson, so you can move on, right? Because otherwise you just keep repeating the same lesson over and over and over again, and the only thing that's changing is the person, right? The person, the place, the whatever, you know? Like, I wonder what will happen next. Ready to adventure, precipice of change, pause before action, okay? For some of you guys, you could have already known that something is coming, okay? You know that something's about to happen. You know something is coming. You know that you're like on this precipice of change, right? You know that you're about to like something big is about to happen. Maybe you don't know exactly what it is, but you know something's going to happen. And so because of that, you're just like, all right, I'm going to rest and I'm going to be ready because I know something big is about to go down. And when it goes down, like maybe I'm going to have to be super busy. Maybe it's going to be overwhelming or, yeah. Follow the white rabbit. Curiosity meets opportunity. Now, for many of you guys, you may get an offering of some sort. Could be something that you were manifesting, okay? It could be like, let's try a new path. Let's go down this rabbit hole. Let's try a new path, right? For some of you, you could really be questioning this, okay? For some, they're like, do I go down there? I don't know. Do I go there? I don't know. Like, this is the energy, right? I'm sharing with you, like, what comes through mostly for me. and they send it to me in all different ways, right? Some, like, I'm clairaudient, clairsentient, like, I have so many, right? So I hear words, sounds, signs, see numbers. Sometimes they songs, like sometimes they got jokes or different types of slang, different styles of talking. So it's interesting. But what I'm getting is that someone feels like they're late. I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late. Okay. They know it's time to go. Okay. They know they got to make a move. So on one end, okay, this is more of the masculine energy. Okay. This is more of the feminine energy. I wonder what will happen next. Okay. She's like pause before action. It's like she knows something's coming, but is like, laying here is getting tiring, though. Isn't that what that looks like? Tell me it doesn't. With the cat, this is like me every day. Like after I do some stuff, I'm like, oh, I need to take a nap. Like writing, like whatever, you know, like with my little book and my cat. Like this is the same. This is my jam. That's my jam. Look at it. I even got blonde hair right now. Ow, keep getting bit by these things. God, what are these little things? Probably from all these cats. So I have all these other new cats. I feel like fucking, what's it called? Like Catwoman. All these new cats. These new little neighbor cats or something. I don't know. I'll take it, right? Cats are great protection. So anyways, feminine energy is like this. What will happen next? I don't know, but I know something's coming. I know that I need to rest for it. And then masculine energy is like this, where it's like, I'm late. Like maybe they're trying to do too much, okay? They're trying to do too much. Or maybe there's just people that keep stopping them along the way. Distractions. So very big thing for masculine energy right now. Do not let anyone distract you. Do not let anyone or anything distract you from your mission or your purpose, including yourself. If that means you're overworking yourself or you're doing this or you're overthinking things, like stop, right? Yeah, becoming braver, resilience, experience, growing stronger, fresh perspective. What are you doing? Huh? What was that? Another naughty cat. This is what I'm talking about, you see. And the other cats come in and then they want like more food, and then my cat is like standard like only child syndrome, where it's like, because now I'm giving like a little bit of food to these other cats, like now she feels like every time I go upstairs or downstairs, like I should give her more food because she should, whatever, like why are they getting the same thing as her? I don't know. Cats are funny, but yeah, excuse me for that. 5, becoming braver. Yeah, okay. So resilience, experience, growing stronger, fresh perspective. And for some of you guys, that could have been like ding, like you finally hit the bell. For some, maybe somebody tripped. Maybe somebody tripped and knocked a bunch of stuff over. Maybe because they were in a rush, or maybe they were getting really excited. Maybe they started feeling good. I'm getting this is very strong for not just for masculine, but also for feminine energy, becoming braver, okay? Where somebody once might be afraid to speak their truth, or to be seen, or to be heard, or to share their feelings even. Maybe with somebody that they like, yeah. Becoming braver, that's changing, okay? That's changing. Because curiosity meets opportunity. It's like they understand. So what I'm feeling here is masculine now understands that, you know, the opportunity is connected to feminine. Yeah. He's been out here trying to be masculine all the time, trying to say, I'm going to lead the way. I'm going to do everything. Not understanding that that's actually not the way, that leading the way, being leaders, showing others how it's done, you can help others, is actually feminine's energy. And that's why things are out of balance, and that's why you're giving yourself extra work, masculine. That's why it's becoming a lot. 100% why it's becoming a lot. And maybe also what I'm getting here from many of you guys, a lot of people are trying to ask you, like, well, you're not going to tell us what to do, but we need your help. So for some of you guys, masculine may be working, maybe have a lot of projects or jobs or people that he's dealing with, and he's trying to figure out, like, all of them require him to be in charge of them all the time. And that's the problem. The problem is not the work. The problem is not the work, but the problem is the work. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. So it's like he doesn't have a problem working, and like now there's more work or things that are coming through for him, more opportunity or whatever. But the problem, it's like it's not a problem, but it is also the problem, because everything is requiring all of his, like, him to have to be there to be present. But actually it's not requiring it. And either you need to stop to micromanage so much, you need to trust, and this could be part of the belief system, masculine, this could be part of the belief system, right? Is you need to believe, right? Work through your disbelief, because the more you're having disbelief, the more you're having things or situations around you where you're like, they're gonna fuck it up or whatever, you know, then the more it's not gonna work. You know, you got to figure out how to get, like, I'm hearing, like, how to get someone for a little bit that is like project manager. Okay, I don't know what this may mean something to some people, but like someone that's not necessarily like micromanaging the work, but like, you know, figure out a way that you can like create the lists or the things that need to be done, and a way that people can check in with you, you know, or figure out a way where you have, these are the times, like, check in with people twice a day or 3 times a day, and you're like at this time and this time and this time, you know, so you can actually like, yeah, so you can actually move. Okay, yeah, because that's what I'm getting with masculine, is he can't go home because he's the one taking care of everybody. Okay, it's blocking him from movement. Also, what I'm getting is, for some of you guys, you may be moving. For some, somebody could be asking you to move with them. Somebody could be asking you. Some people may feel, for many of you guys, it's like they don't feel at home without you, right? That's why the home is in the reverse. They don't feel at home without you. Home, it's like home cannot be home unless you're there. So they don't know how it's going to work, but they're going to figure out how it's going to work, because that means either they've decided that they're coming to where you are, or that they're bringing you to where they are. Okay? However they have to do it. There may be, for some of you guys, for some people, they can be losing a home, but I'm not really feeling that this much. Take it as it resonates if it's for you. But for others, it's like also like home is where the heart is, right? What some of them want to say is, maybe you are home to them, and they want to travel. They want to go. They want to take you. They want to go on this magic journey. For many of you guys, they want to offer you a trip, and they want to travel around, and they want to take you places. Maybe it's something you guys have talked about, wanting, a dream, a wish. And this may mean that you may have to move out of a place or give something up. Okay? And for some, it means you may be, one or more people may be moving in or out of a home or with, it's a lot of different energies, okay? I'll check in a minute the difference for each one, okay? Because I'm sure divine is different and like single is different, but what I'm feeling is a couple different things that are happening. There is going to be a change in the home environment. Let's just put it like that, okay? For some of you guys, you found a new home. For some of you guys, you're buying a new home. For some of you guys, you're building a new home. For some of it, it's like home doesn't exist without you. For many, it's like, you know what? Our home, like, I want to travel. You could also live in faraway places far away from each other. The sacred pond, sacred pool. What I'm getting with this is really like, this is a dream. What are we putting out? What is our intentions? What are we putting out there? Like, are we diving into the depths of our sacred emotions, right? The pool, the water is emotions. Are we diving into the depths of that, of our soul? Or are we, you know, let's use this deck. Are we keeping it to ourselves? For many, okay, for many, there is a lot of unions that are coming to close. Now, I heard some other reader talk the last couple of days that a lot of people are coming into union in 2026. But to be honest, most of the twin flames will be together, like coming into union. And that means coming into physical union. That doesn't necessarily mean the wedding is before the end of the year, but definitely coming into union, like connecting with each other. And the reason why is because we are in a 9, we're in a completion year, we're in a 9 year. So the timing is actually this year. So just to clear that up for anybody that's wondering about that. Does it mean that you can't come into something later on? Yes, but this is a very galactic, eternal timing, you know? Like, if you guys ever seen these movies, you know, where it's like all the planets and the stars were aligned. That's basically like what's going on right now. No coma at all? I don't understand. Are you Spanish? No como. What does this mean? No coma. I don't know what that means. Oh, you expected me to be in a coma. I'm not dumb. But a bunch of you are. Return to sender. Address unknown. Return to sender. Whoa. For many, yes, there has been a lot of people trying to put spells and send stuff to keep masculine and feminine separated. Actually, a lot of masculine's friends and family have intentionally kind of put him out in front of other people, telling him he has more options to move on. This is old news, okay? Now, the same is going for feminine, right? The same is going for feminine. They're telling her, belong to your own dream, okay? And just be open to whatever comes next, okay? And so some people are okay with it and some people are not. No communication. Oh, for no communication. Yeah. Take the conversation cards. The golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Why aren't you communicating? John, did you get blocked? Because normally it's the man's job to communicate. We talk about this a lot on the channel. You do not listen to family or friends anymore. You shouldn't, because generally, okay, people that really love you, yes, they will give you good advice sometimes. But if you are actually in a divine union like this and there's been no communication and you can feel the energy and it's coming back and people are like, just fucking move on from it. Like, that's a little bit different of an energy, and people will be trying to actively tell you that you're crazy or hallucinating or whatever. Now, make sure you're not, obviously. But yeah, you got to stop doing that. You know, like, that's why I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I don't care if I'm not talking to anybody. Look at this, talking. Okay. Because who I want to speak with, like, I protect the energy. So a lot of my family was this, narcissistic. Okay. So I don't listen to people that aren't in positions that I don't want to be in. That's a standard rule, right? I don't want to take business advice from somebody who isn't a good business person or who doesn't do what I do, right? Talking, interested, conversing more, awaited messages, arrives, texts, calls, emails, hovering. John, if you are the masculine in this situation, you cannot manifest the feminine. You have to take action. You will never meet the feminine if you are acting in feminine energy, period. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. If you are the masculine in the divine union, in the divine partnership, divine masculine, divine feminine, okay? Like, if that's what it is, then masculine doesn't manifest. Masculine doesn't manifest. Masculine does work, and masculine takes action. Masculine provides and secures. He's not feminine. He doesn't manifest. You can, but not in this sense. If you have somebody and you already met them and you need to reach out to them, figure out how to get a hold of them. If you're not contacting all of their other friends or families or figuring out how to make the communication with them, then you don't actually fucking care. If you're waiting for a divine feminine to contact you, you're keeping her in masculine mode, number one, and you're keeping her in karmic energy. So then that's not divine union. That's trauma bond karmic energy. Because you're not a man. I'm going to be real with you. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Divine feminine does not chase, does not call, does not contact, does not. It's not our fucking job. It's not our fucking place. Never has been, never will be. The fact that masculine got it all that time before now, he should be grateful. And stop treating... If he doesn't secure what he thinks is the most important thing to him, then he's a pussy-ass bitch. It's not important to him because he's not securing it. Because there's 1,000 other dudes that will lock that shit down and up. Like my last dude, yeah. Keep you in the house, send you stuff, bring you stuff, do whatever. Keep you away from everybody. So nobody else... Yeah. Psycho shit. Psychopath shit. Insane chemistry, like each other, equally having fun. Yeah. So as far as the no communication, if you're the man and you're not communicating, you're self-absorbed. You're one-sided. Okay? If you're not complimenting and telling the woman, the divine feminine creation itself in her physical form that you want to merge souls with, And you're manifesting what, bro? A fucking another lifetime with her? Because I don't think you're going to get it. I think she's going to get it from somebody else. While you're not talking. Because you're love bombing and being a narcissist. Because your ego wants the attention. When feminine needs the passion. Feminine needs someone to show up. Not someone to give her more shit to do. Yeah. Grim Reaper. That shit's over. Over. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. If that's the way you operate the relationship, it's over. You're not going to get any more contact because you're not trying to talk. You're not reaching out. You're not putting in any effort. All the manifestation, you fucking blow it out your ass, bro. Like, what? You're trying to manifest her to call you? What the fuck is wrong with all... This is why there's a male loneliness epidemic, because you guys don't have any fucking nuts, number one, and you don't take any fucking action. Women cannot physically, emotionally, mentally even be turned on by that. That's child behavior. It's child behavior. That's what a boy would do. Excuse me, Mom, can you make me a sandwich? Come and get me from playing my video games when it's time to go. And can you clean my laundry and lay my outfit out for me too? Fuck that, bro. Like, a feminine will do that for you happily when you're doing your job as the masculine. And if you're not doing your job as the masculine, feminine's definitely not doing that for you. 0%. Grim Reaper. That shit is dead and done. Okay? Yeah. No. Okay? You need more time? Take your time with somebody else. Step the fuck off. Either you're on the dock, you're on the train, you're on the boat, or you're at the fucking station. You can't be riding both ways. Yeah. Needs time, takes time, in time cycles, time to heal, progress. Yeah, but feminine's healed. She's like, boom, someone's coming in for feminine. This is a no contact, okay? More messages from feminine. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third party, interference. So yeah, if you are not expressing and if you are not locking this down, someone else is. 100. Yeah, the runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego, being scared. Okay? So if you're afraid to be in a relationship, if you're afraid to, because you're not ready for a relationship, then step the fuck off. You're not a wrong writer, bro. Divine union is fucking locking it down. Locking it down. Welcoming love, meeting the one with your open heart, getting together, and it's perfect. So yeah, when you decide that you're locking it down, she's like, I don't really care, bro. Like, what? Like, time's up. This is what she wants. She wants to experience passion. She wants to be seduced, bro. She wants someone to lock it down. She's had enough. Like, time's up with this shit, with this running, fear of ego. I can't lock it down. Grow up. Child shit. What fucking grade are you in? Like, if you're not ready to merge souls, if you're not ready, step the fuck. Find a different train, a different dock, get on a different fucking boat and get off this journey. Free will allows you to do that. If she requires you to be more and to do more than you're willing to do, step the fuck off. Wedding rings, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. Yeah. If you're not willing to do this, then don't bother. Don't bother feminine. Feminine's not calling masculine. Feminine's not going to reach out. She's not going to fucking show up somewhere all magically. Like, that's not happening. It's not happening. We're shifting. Feminine is becoming reseated in her rightful position as empress. And she's waiting for you guys to impress her. Because she's already impressed herself plenty. Paradise. happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Yeah. For many of you, she might already, somebody's chasing her in a codependent relationship. Fear of abandonment issues, okay? For some of you, she might have a chaser, okay? So she's got someone chasing her like, bother. And the other one running. She's like, nope. Where's this one? Where's this one? With the passion and then seduction that's ready to fucking lock it down and do things. Yeah. Yeah. That one's gonna call or show up. That's the winner. Winner, chicken dinner. The one that takes the action. Someone expresses love. Someone sends a message or a call. Someone expresses their love, lets you know they're thinking of you and making sure they're letting you know. Look at that. All this love. So that means if they're too far away to show up or they can't show up, they are doing that. Yeah. Yeah. Mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, introspective. So if you're experiencing something, you need to deal with that, right? Like for me, I'm good, right? I'm good. I can stay over here. I can stay by myself forever. I was in a boat in the middle of the ocean. I've been out here by myself pretty much the whole time till this last person. Healing heart. Yeah, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationships or addictions. Yeah, like feminine doesn't care. And as long as feminine continues to heal her heart, she's going to get this. She's going to get everything, right? She doesn't need to wait or to deal or for you guys to try to manifest when your feelings are feeling better because you're not willing to share your true feelings because you don't have the emotional intelligence to be with the queen or empress or a goddess or a high priestess, right? Hiding your personality, pretending, deluding, gaslighting, okay? No woman wants to be with a man or anybody that gaslights them. No human wants to be with somebody that pretends, that is putting up a facade and fucking gaslighting them. Nobody. Yeah. That shit is over. But that's not high vibrational frequency. Sorry. Coffin. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, transition. So, that's real. It's over. Dead. Over. Buried even. Nailed shut. So whatever you're holding on to or waiting for, or manifesting, like, I don't know. Unless you're trying to manifest $1 million, but it's just fucking retarded, okay? Let me just be real with you. If you want to manifest something, you need 2 or more people. 2 or more people. 2 or more people. I've manifested all kinds of stuff, guys. Boats, houses. I've created performing arts centers, all kinds of stuff. Believe me. I've manifested it, like living here for 6 years, you know, on a beautiful island. Yeah. So, yeah. Divine Feminine has 2, so no contact. So what does Divine Feminine have to say? Okay. Whoops. 2 things. So number 1, to the ex or the past person, she has to say, she's ascending. She's transcending these obstacles. She's learning expansive new phase, preparing. She's actually preparing for union. Why? Because Grim Reaper, the relationship is over. No second chances. She's growing and transforming her life. She's making healthy choices in love and in life, self-love, self-care, and becoming happier. And as she does that, she begins her ascension. And as she ascends to a higher level, either masculine meets her or another masculine or soulmate shows up. Okay? Now, this. What does she have to say to the other, to the new person? Or what is the new person saying to her? The new person talking. Okay? The new soulmate or new twin flame or whatever. Okay? I have had crossings with two twin flames in this lifetime. I didn't even realize until a month or two ago that this was a real thing. One from other lifetimes, from other planets. Very, very, very ancient. And one, the one that I'm supposed to be in union with this lifetime, who is not taking action, which is why the other one got sent in. And then that one was being a lazy ass, also not taking action. So now, I don't know where either of them are, but I know, hey, I'm making healthy choices, and something new is going to enter, and it's either a new version of one of these assholes or somebody completely new. I'm not attached. I'm not attached anymore. Only thing I'm attached to is my healthy choices and my ascension. It's not my job to drag masculine. This is where feminine is at. She's ascending. I'm making healthy choices. I'm ascending, preparing for union. Okay? Now, this other person, this could also be a divine masculine. It could be a soulmate. Talking, interested, conversing more and more. Awaited, message arrives, text, calls, emails, hovering. Okay? So this other person is just waiting for the opportunity, right? They've been waiting. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming, fun, flirting. They want to date. They're ready. Coffee cup, meeting, conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted. Okay? So for this other one, it started as talking, and then it was friendship, and then they're gonna say they like them. They're gonna say, you know what? I like you. I feel like maybe it's been enough time that you're not dealing with all this other emotional baggage. Yeah. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, power. Maybe for some of them, they let the feminine have the time also, because a lot of us did in certain relationship and are moving into other relationships. But they want to protect you, okay? This other one wants to protect, wants to empower. Make sure they talk. Make sure they let her know they're interested, okay? That's just a normal thing, you guys. Anybody that wants to deal with females, they require communication. If you have no communication skills, fucking learn comedy or baking or something, I don't know, but learn to send a text, learn to check in. Yeah. For some, okay, for one collective, for one side of the collective, the masculines, this is kind of like looking like the X. The Nine of Cups in reverse, okay? Not getting wish fulfillment. They thought that the grass was greener. They thought that they could do this. They thought that they could work with these evil vampiric demons and that they could manipulate, okay? This is many people. This is many people that were against the lovers, maybe even including the lover themselves. And now they're being judged, okay? This is divinely judged, okay? Now they're being judged. This is divine judgment. And it's not looking good. They're out of choices. They're not gonna have a choice to take. They have no more choices. They were given options. Yeah. And they didn't stop with the third parties. Now this can be other people, also addictions. Also, what I'm getting here is Queen of Swords. Yeah, there will be action. So everybody who was involved, there's more than a third party. I'm getting like a whole fucking sex cult, sex ring, something like this. Yeah. Like circle jerking, a whole sex cult, sex ring, all of them. They're coming down. It's going down in the mall. Look at going down. Going down. Do. Blowing the horn. Okay? Blowing the horn, yeah. And these people are left. The people who tried to do this to collective, okay? People who tried to take collective's wish fulfillment, the people who fuck collective up, oh, they are here. They are in emotional turmoil. And if they're not yet, they will be by the full moon. Indeed, they are, the ancestors are going to be pulling them down into this state. Look at the water is like the emotional state. Okay. And 5 is like, it's changing, but this is like the saddest card in the tarot, right? She's just staring at all these things all. So for many of them, all of them are thinking about, fuck, all this stuff that they did. They are maybe trying to do spells to take it back. They're trying to change it. See this knife? Many of them actually tried to get the lover or the friend, the family member, now they tried to get them to do it, and now they're trying to take it back. Some try to trade collective soul, feminine soul, because theirs was already out of value. And now that's why she's standing there crying, scared on the edge, like on this edge of this ship, about to have to walk the plank. That's not her, though. That could be the other woman. That could also be masculine. Okay, now, yeah. King of Swords, this could be an air sign, okay? This could also be someone that didn't take action, or that whose actions led to maybe not the best, okay? Yeah, they chose not to move away, even though they were warned. Even though they were forewarned by the Queen of Cups, and then the Empress is in reverse. They thought that they could do this new thing. They thought they could get this new start. They thought that they could take action. Actually, I'm feeling that there is multiple people that were against collective, feminine collective. Definitely some air signs, or maybe there's large air in the chart. For many of them, they've been trying to fuck with, like MK Ultra style. They've been trying to fuck with the thoughts, okay? They've been trying to manipulate the thoughts or the actions that are coming through. They've been trying to suck out any type of creative energy that feminine might have. They've been trying to make her sound crazy with the Queen of Cups in reverse. They've been trying to say she doesn't know what she's talking about. She's crazy. She needs to go away. They even tried to send you away. Someone maybe even tried to send you... now this is crazy because my ex did the same thing. They tried to send you away like to a... this is like unstable emotions and someone trying to make the call. They try to put you in a insane asylum. They may have tried to lock you up. Got locked up. Now, some of you guys may have actually gotten locked up, okay? Some of you guys got locked up and some of you guys went, some people are in a mental institution, some may be in a hospital, and some in jail. Okay, take what resonates, leave what is not your story. The 6 of Wands. With the 10 of Pentacles and the Devil. Oh, okay, so they thought that they could bust some fucking magic, and they got the 10 of Wands in reverse. Ooh. So they thought that they could bust some magic. They thought that they were going to be victorious, okay? For some of them, this karmic collective actually tried to steal. They thought that they were going to be all of your fortune. They may have taken something out. For many of you guys, they may have started an account or something else like this, and they have been giving away with it for a while. For some of you guys, more than 6 months. For some of you guys, 10 months. For some of you guys, 6 years or more. For some of you guys, 16 years. Or maybe since you were 16, you were supposed to get this when you were 16. Some of this money you were supposed to get that you never did. Yeah. The devil with the Magician and the 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Basically, they were doing deals with the devil. They thought that they could trade all the work that you did, all the work that collective did to get their happy ending. They tried to do a swap. They tried to do a swap. But what they're going to realize is everything, newsflash, okay? Ten of Cups, collective will always come back together regardless, because it is divinely written, okay? It is part of their destiny, and they know that. They know it. They feel it, okay? And they know that it's what helps heal the entire world. The only thing, like, masculine's fucking up because he's over here thinking like, well, but I'm doing all these things, but I did all these things and I should get, my ego needs to be fed, because they're scared. They are trying to hide something. They're trying to hide something. They're trying to hide that they have other choices, or they may have had other choices or other options, and when feminine didn't come through, they actually chose those other options. They chose those other options, and now that's what they're hiding. They don't want to tell the truth about that. Yeah, and they're feeling like a total fucked up wounded warrior, only while they were out telling everybody how terrible feminine was because they thought she was with somebody else. They were the ones fucking around, okay? They were the ones fucking around and doing options, and now what actually might have happened is this action might have actually brought something else to light, may have caused a bigger problem that's going to be very costly, as a matter of fact. The Nine of Coins. And she's looking single there. New path. For some of you guys, it's over, okay? For many of you guys, it's over. You made a decision as a single person with a single person mindset, and that's not going to last. I mean, that's not going to, feminine's going to say no. I'm ready for something new, right? I deserve my happiness. And if I don't know if going down this path with you, if I can trust your actions or not, your words, your actions, or where you do these things, then that's a 0%. Because my happiness, if that means I find it elsewhere in something new, or even for some feminines, this can be younger. Yeah. This can be either someone younger or someone older that you're about to get paid out from. Feminine is about to start to receive, yeah. And she's going to be receiving from people that aren't lying, that aren't deceitful, that aren't hiding anything. This is going to be the most honest, truthful, loving, straightforward connection that you've ever felt, yeah. Wheel of Fortune. The universe is blessing. It's like, what was this I heard? Be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it plus more. And that's what it is. While some of the masculines are busy thinking about what to do, other ones are actually just taking action. You know? Gotta get out of that. Gotta get out of that state. 100% gotta get out of that state. Hold on one second. I have to respond to this. I have to respond to this. Fuck. No, it didn't. Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. My power, so dumb. Because this is all going down, you guys. So there's many people that are just trying to fuck up other people's situation, and in the process of fucking up other people's situations, they're trying to do fraud. They're trying to take out a life insurance policy and all this other stuff using my name, my passport, my designs, my bank cards that they stole. my old IDs, and they're even trying to look like me. Now, what they don't realize is when the psycho was trying to do all that stuff to have his own back, right? When they were all trying to kill me and poisoning me and doing all this weird stuff. What he doesn't realize is when he called, and he called all these people, you know, because he just figured my family doesn't fucking care, and he made me like a psychopath, narcissist, leave everybody. Now, I'm not saying that they were the best, but don't tell me to come back that you're going to take care of me, and then y'all try to kill me and take everything I have. Go fuck yourself and my identity. Go fuck yourself. So when that happened, my cousin actually contacted the American embassy, because guess what? American citizens have a little bit different protocol than a lot of other countries. And so, yeah, I'm happy to be posted up here. I'm like on my own federal, what do you call it? Federal house arrest for my own, right? I told all these people months ago they were being monitored, and now they think, while he's out there telling them stories, that I'm snitching on everybody. No, they're just monitoring him. I told everybody not to hang out with him, but they thought I was just trying to be mean because I didn't want him to have any friends. Yeah, look at that. Burn. Someone just got burned. Knight of Wands. So fire sign. Yeah, he was Sagittarius. Burn. Hot burn. Burn the wrong motherfucker. They thought they could do it. You know what's even funnier? They ain't even smart enough to even try a new thing. They did the same thing to the last girl. They did his last girlfriend before I showed up. They poisoned her, made her OD, and then put her in a coma, and then sent her back to her country after trying to extort her family for fucking money. Not today, bitch. Not tomorrow either. Nice try. Return to sender. Address unknown. Return to sender. Whoa. Love Elvis, right? Love to be that ladies' man. Well, love to see you can be a lady for all the men over there in prison. Bend over. Gonna be your new name. Bend over. Yeah, you're gonna get flexible with that shit. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, and flexibility. Okay, guys, yeah, look at that. Twin flame. Yin, yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. Amazing, you guys. So many of you guys will be coming in with the twin flame. So let's see what we have to say here. Let's use this deck, okay? Messages. Okay, so for twin flame, for no contact, what we will be hearing, okay? For your patience and your flexibility. Amazing. You will now be receiving. You will finally see this movement, okay? You will be receiving messages of love. For some of you guys, it can be that they have ended this relationship with somebody else and it took a lot of work, okay? And maybe they had to cry about it, but now they're over it. They're not being a bitch about it anymore, okay? They learned the lesson. They're not in love with this person. Where they thought they may have been in love with the person before, she's not the Empress. She's not Divine Feminine. They've eliminated this, okay? Yeah, she's not the Empress, okay? And in fact, they were trying to copy Divine Feminine. They were trying to copy Divine Feminine, and then they were talking shit on Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. Okay, this doesn't just have to be the third party, but very strong third party or mother energy, older lady, older woman, and out there defending. Masculine is out there defending your honor, Divine Feminine. Yes. Defending your honor and your worth. Saying, you know. And they're gonna bring in this offering. Amazing. They're not willing to take no for an answer. Yeah. So this is actual Divine Masculine, okay? Victorious because he's offering. Look at first. He's making contact. He's reaching out or showing up with this physical offering of love. With an open, soft expression. He is not willing to take no for an answer. Or he sees her as his happy ending. Look at this. You guys, I can't make this up. The Lovers, okay? The 10 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. For many of you guys, this has been a very long time coming, okay? For some of you guys, you could have known this person for years, okay? For some, decades, okay? For some, it could be 22 years. Give a heart if that's it. That's a long time. I thought 12 years was a long time. Something they've been waiting for a long time, okay? They're ready. They figured out a way. They figured out a way to figure out the balance, and they're ready, okay? For some of you, this other man that was just trying to fuck these other people that were acting a fool, okay, are going to be getting what they gave. And if they were attacking feminine, that justice is coming right back to them. Look at that. You get what you give. Reciprocity. You reap what you sow. So if they were all attacking 5 or more different groups or communities, we're attacking, we're collecting money, we're stealing, using feminine's stuff, her energy, her life force, her wealth, her intellectual property, creative property. Off with their heads. Oh, damn, son. Damn, son. For many of them, they tried to wound you. They tried to make feminine or masculine go fucking crazy. They did all of this, okay? 10 or more, 9 or 10 or more people could be going down. Yeah. They've been trying to shuffle to figure what they can do. They've been trying to shuffle to come up with money, but they cannot come up with enough money. They don't know what to offer to make it better. It doesn't matter how much they try to pay. They're trying every option, and this is a no-go. This is an absolute no-go because it's led by the devil. For some of them, the ones who left and the grass was supposed to get greener on the other side, that were fucking around with other people, they now have limp dick. Okay, this is the ancestors' return. They're going to have limp dick for, like, they're not going to be able to even take, I'm hearing, you're not going to be able to even take medicine to make it hard. And that is going to be the karma, right? For being obsessive with all these other people instead of valuing divine, instead of valuing collective, instead of holding on and protecting collective. You were giving the dick to somebody else and telling her she was crazy and thought that you could fucking beat her. But nah, she outsmarted you guys. She's divine feminine. You're fucked. You're fucked. And now, not just somebody from the past, not just a past soulmate or another twin flame or family, like ancestral family, okay? They are like, we're going to literally we're going to make things happen to you now. Yeah, to you and the third party. Hey, that's not good, you guys. So everybody who was out here trying to throw shade or put anything on or block the union from coming into play, they're going down. And not in a good way. Not in a good way. Okay. Okay, heavy divine union. Okay, so, but masculine is rushing in with something to say. He definitely is maybe been having a little bit of trouble keeping himself, holding himself together. Okay, I'm getting with this mental restraint, with a physical restraint. Okay. And for some of you, he may be super kinky. He may want to restrain you physically. For others, there may have been a restraining order, I'm hearing. Or that's what they thought. Somebody else could have done that or put that on, and so that they've been holding on to that. Something they've also been trying to hold on to is maybe you having been with other people, and also like they're trying to maintain this, right? They're trying to hold it together and not let this get the best of their thoughts, because they want to they want to protect you, okay? They don't want you to see them as this energy. They don't want you to see them as work or as another type of sadness that's going to come, like someone that's going to leave you, okay? They don't want that. They don't want you to feel abandoned. They also don't want to feel abandoned when they offer you this cup of love, right? When they open up their heart and I think for a lot of them, they've never maybe shared this much, maybe been this vulnerable, maybe expressed this much passion. Maybe they've never felt this much passion before, and they're learning. They're learning because this is like something so intense. It's like so intense. It's something that I've never felt before. Never knew. How does the song go? I never knew there was a love like this before. Never had someone to show me a love like this before. And so they're trying to work it out. For many of you guys, they may have been trying to work it out with other people. They may have been sharing their emotions or their feelings with other people, and other people may have not been giving them what they wanted to hear. And so now they're not taking the exterior judgment, okay? They're ready to maybe take you away somewhere by yourself, okay? They want to, get away. They want to get away from the work. They want to get away from tuning into all of this. They want to get away somewhere with you. And they want to be victorious. They don't want to see you cry. No, they don't want any more crying, any more hurt. And they also don't want to, I think that they feel like maybe where the judgment lies, where we're moving away from this, is like maybe they've been feeling like, because you're still feeling, okay, so something I got to download for, and this is kind of what I'm picking up here, just sharing my personal journey because it's prevalent here. They want to be victorious in creating this this emotional abundance with you, this happy ending, right? They know that there's going to be some judgment. They also know that a lot of the limited self-doubt, things like this, that's been running through their mind, they understand that that's actually coming from a past lover, from the deception, from the deceit of a past lover, okay? And so what the masculine also understands is that we'll be able to move past this, right? Past this emotional state, onto a smoother emotional state, to a smoother shore that will be victorious when we come together, okay? So for many of you guys, I don't know if you tune in. I'm Zoe. This is Divinity Within Thee, where we take time to get in touch with the divine. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit your notification bell. I do these love readings nearly every day, collective readings. And many of you who have been single, who have been inside avoiding love and all these other offers, I don't think that you're avoiding it, okay? I don't think that necessarily collective is avoiding abandonment. I think that they've abandoned, I think that they know that their real person is going to take action and come in, okay? They know that they're going to take action, okay? They know that they've been planning something secretly. They know that there's going to be something that comes out that they've been holding on to. They know that, okay? Masculine is got to come in, and accept whether that information will or won't trigger or cause this Five of Pentacles, okay? You can't keep hanging on that. You got to actually you got to take the action and see. You got to see what's happening, because nothing is growing. No action is happening, right? Again, not taking action. And that's why you're still in the state of heartache, okay? Yeah. In that cycle, take the action, reach out, express yourself. And if they say no, then great, you can move on. Be happy and releasing, if that's what it comes down to, the world. Okay? Maybe let go of the outcome or the expectation, right? Maybe stop saying that it needs to be a certain way, only this way that you imagined or dreamed it, right? Come in like a boss, come in like the emperor. Say, I'm ready. I'm ready to make this commitment. I don't need to talk about hopes or dreams. This is my actual reality, okay? This is my actual reality. I don't need strength, okay? I'm not going to make this little offer, okay? I'm obsessed. I can't think of anything else. What masculine may be doing, he may be annoyed by some other fuckboy, some other person coming in and out. Now, this doesn't have to be a man. It could be a woman. But also, I strongly get that they don't want to come in with this type of energy, but they cannot help it, right? All they think about is they just want to please you, okay? They want to please you. They want to marry you. They want to wife you. They want to do whatever makes you feel at home, right? They want to be able to share these things. Maybe they haven't had many people that they can share this deep level of spirituality with, okay? Maybe that's, for some of you guys, this is going to be a big secret, okay? That this is what they were afraid to share with you, is that actually they may have been enlightened for longer than they've let on. And because they didn't want to be perceived as crazy or schizophrenic or any of these other things, because they were afraid that they were hiding, that they were keeping this illusion. Yeah, like the fucking church. That they were keeping this illusion. Some of them, they were doing that to make sure that they can actually reach their wish fulfillment and have this union. And they knew that that was extra work, but they had to do it. They made an executive decision to do it because there was a lot of other people that were putting thoughts and ideas and causing other problems. So they made the executive decision that they had to do that, yeah. And for some of you guys, yeah, you're about to get this offer. And for many of you guys, you're about to get paid out. I mean, like big time, paid out. When you guys come together, it's like cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. I got the whole world in my hands. Yeah, love. It's going to be new love, this beautiful love, and it's going to be undeniable, okay? For many of you guys, you won't even need to, some things don't even need to be discussed, right? It's like the passion is going to be so strong. The passion is going to be so strong. The connection is going to be so stable that it's just going to be this beautiful, ever-evolving thing, this priestess energy, yeah. And it's going to be stable. It's going to be secure and stable. Where other relationships have made you feel like you need to take a break, you need to get away, you need to rest, you need to heal, like it's going to end in destruction, like, fuck, maybe I should have chosen the other one. Like, where this was the past energy, this isn't the energy anymore. It's going to be happiness. It's going to be this new energy, right? This happy energy, okay? You guys may have felt this energy in August, okay? This sun energy, this Leo energy. You guys may have felt this in August. You may have gotten like an interaction or a taste. And yeah, you just may have had other people that are just trying to create a delay, okay? They are trying to prevent the action from happening. They are trying to get masculine to walk away. Trying to tell them that there's other options to offer their coin to somebody else and to walk away. That is a mistake. That is a mistake. You're not going to end up winning anything. You'll end up losing everything. Big mistake, guys. Big mistake. So, there we have it. Coming out of this hermit phase. Ready to offer this cup of love, okay? For some of you guys, they could have just been initiated, okay? For some, they could have been waiting for you to be initiated, to raise frequencies. For others, I'm feeling that you could have leveled up so much, you could have raised frequencies, like you could have hopped timelines. And now they don't know, like maybe they can't find it. They can't see. A lot of people that were in your past that were on these lower frequencies are not going to be able to see you, like not even interact with you. They might be trying and it's not even possible, like they can't. Yeah. Collective, you're so protected because you've done your work, okay? Because you're openly, continuously doing your work. And you've been doing it for a long time. It's been a long time coming, and now you're going to get this apology. Okay? Masculine will be coming in to give this apology to feminine. For some of you guys, feminine will hold the space to hear. Feminine might even have an apology, right? They're going to come in and apologize. They're going to tell the truth about why they walked away. What they're scared of is maybe feminine to trust this offering or this new start, because they have been hiding or ghosting her for so long. And then when they come in with this offering, it's going to be like, for some of them, they could be afraid that for many of them, they're like, I don't care. You can win. You can beat me. Yeah, you can beat me. Beat me, beat me. I'm hearing this little beat me, you know, like, yeah. For some of them, they're super into it. For others, they don't want to, they want to make sure that the emotional state is proper before they enter, because they don't want any arguments, right? They just want to move forward. They want to move forward. They want to figure out how to make these things happen. And they want to be able to share, like, the darkness. They want to be able to share everything, the secrets, everything. They want to know, you guys are both going to want or to give each other that space of safety and vulnerability, and like you guys are the only ones that you can share the deepest, darkest secrets with. Like, maybe for some of you guys, you may have in the past, like, asked people to keep secrets and they ended up using it against you, right? Yeah. This could have been family members or people from your past. And that's maybe why you don't tell people things, okay? For many of you guys, you can be Scorpio, can be a Cancer, Cancerian, or a water sign, Pisces. Don't have to be. Yeah, but this is definitely a soulmate returning, and you guys knew this. You felt it. You knew it's destined. You feel it, okay? For many of you guys, you've been being driven or drawn to it for a long time, yeah. Something had to come into judgment. Maybe all these people that were doing all these things, maybe it is just like the divine justice, you know? That's why I'm like, I'm cool. I'll stay in a safe space where I know I'm 100% protected, and anybody that's with me or comes around me that's not trying to hurt me is also protected, right? I know I can feel it right away. People's intentions. Before, maybe I wasn't able to, or before they were poisoning me and fucking with my brain, and, you know, maybe it threw me off, yeah. But I did my work, y'all. I did my work, yeah. And now they're all being judged. Okay. Messages for the soulmates. Okay. For many of you guys, for many of collective, they could have already gotten. Let's move it down here. Oops, sorry. For many of collective, you could have already moved past this energy, okay? A lot of people may be mad, okay? Some of the karmics or soulmates, or some of the vast twin flames or whatever, that wanted to be in this victim mentality, that wanted to follow their pleasures, right? Their pleasures or their passions. For many of them, they are feeling remorse. They are like, shit, they know they fucked up. Yeah, they know now. They can see everything very clearly. Maybe before they didn't realize who you were. And now they're like, what do I have to do to get you back? For many of you guys, the karmic contracts and some of the soul contracts already are closed. Okay? For many, masculine made the choice to not make the choice. Okay? He made the choice to give the passion. Give his fucking wand to somebody else. He threw everything off balance. Out of balance. Right? That's what he was victorious in. One of them. Okay? Fucking around with somebody else. All right? Making, unstabilizing what was the one of the oldest, right? For many of you guys, divine masculine, you guys have lived lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime together. for you to be like, well, let me see my other options. The divine is like, nope. You want to see your other third-party options? You want to have a good time? Oh, you're going to have a good time. And you don't have to wait. We're going to deliver that shit straight away. Straight away. And the path that you were trying to take, trying to be the king, it ain't happening. Over. Dunzo. Dead. No new manifestation, no gestation, dead. Now, for many of you guys, this can mean also miscarriages with this, with this and this. Okay? This can mean miscarriage. This can mean maybe a child died. Maybe someone gets their child taken away. This can be also a creative project. This can be a business or idea, right? That is now failing. That is going to end. And this is karma. Okay? So for karmics and soulmates, okay? And for, what was it? Like new soulmate. New soulmate coming in. New soulmate coming in. So for some, feminine or masculine, depending, we'll have new soulmate entering the picture. And this one, I keep getting, will differ from who you thought, okay? This is because the keep an open mind kept coming out so many times, okay? Keep an open mind, yeah. And this one is going to offer you a lot of passion. For some of you, he may have a big one, okay? And he's down to act. He's not moving slowly. He's like, let's go. I want to take you places. I'm super into it, you know? Yeah. He makes calculated action. He takes calculated actions. He is an emperor, okay? This next person is going to enter as an emperor. They are going to honor feminine in her abilities, okay? She may never have to work again. She may never have to work again. Yeah. She's never going to be abandoned. Never going to be left out in the cold. Never going to be lied, cheated on, stole from. Everything is going to consistently be in balance. Yeah. New victory arrives. And all of these old people who fumbled her are going to be schooled. Schooled. Because this is a very strong commitment. Yeah. From somebody that is emotionally intelligent but knows, has learned. Okay. So for some of you, the masculine who fumbled, the karmic, the soulmate, the twin flame, the dude, whatever, whoever fumbled divine feminine, okay, their karma now is that they're going to get to see this offering of love, okay? They're going to get to see feminine now treated like the queen, like the empress that she is, right? They're going to honor the fact that this is her work, that her work is as that she can foresee things, right? They are going to basically come in and say, I'm better. I'm coming in as a king. I'm coming in as an emperor. They are very well educated, very knowledgeable, okay? So this next person that enters feminine's life is going to be maybe bigger, taller, buffer, smarter, have more to offer, stronger emotional intelligence, better availability to communicate, more attention to detail, and willing to learn. They may have already been studying. They may have already changed many of their ways and learned how to become this emotionally intelligent. What they had to do, they already took action. The Queen of Swords. They have already been learning and studying, and they have just been waiting. They have been waiting for you to fumble, so she ends up like this, and she's not going to be single anymore. And this past person that fumbled her is going to be like, I'm just busy doing this. I'm strong. I'm this. But no, they're going to be in mental anguish. They're going to be in torture. They're not going to see any ships to come in. Everything they're waiting for, every new path, every new opportunity, every love, everything that they were building. Messages. What is going to be their message? Yeah. They're not going to get that love. They don't feel this love from the third party. They're not getting the love. They're not getting the connection. They're not getting the presence. They're getting back the same thing that they gave, which was false, fake love, fake attention, secrets, lies, deception. And that's what they're getting. And now many of them may have realized that this other person was actually doing satanic rituals and magic to get them away from feminine. And now they have nothing. They've drained all of their money, all of their resources, all of their energy, all of their everything. Yeah. And they have nothing. Everything is over for them. Yeah. All from just trying to be with this one woman. For many of them, an older woman or mother. For some of you guys, it's going to be an older sister or mother that was involved in this. Yeah. And coming between. And everything that they did, okay. For many of them, okay, this older woman is going to be taken out. For many of them, they tried to do these death spells. Death spells or death threats on this love. What goes around, comes around, goes around, comes all the way back around. Times 8 or 10. Times 13, they're saying. Times 13. Okay? Yeah. That's the reciprocity. Giving and receiving, yeah. Justice. You guys. They're going to lose their stability. For many of them, they will be losing their homes because they wanted you to lose your home. They will be losing their families because they wanted you to lose their families, because they thought they had more options. They're now going to lose all of their options, and you are going to have so many options now. And work, living situation, people, love, everything. Because everybody is realizing all these other people that were stabbing collective in the back, as this justice starts to come, they're going to get 10 swords each in their back. All 10 of these people are going to get 10 swords each in their back. And it's coming back. These third parties, oh yeah, they're going down. Not going to be happy. They were trying to manipulate something, but the only thing that's coming back is whatever they wished. This is the reciprocity, okay? For someone trying to put death spells upon collective. Death threats, trying to unalive them. They don't, you can't fuck with a divinely guided union. Yeah. Tower, bitch. Because what is meant for us will always come back to us. We are not missing the opportunity, okay? We're not missing the opportunity. Everything is working in divine timing. We don't fight. We don't force things to happen. We just do our work, and we know at the right time that everything will unfold. We know that it's been a long journey, okay? It's been a long journey and a lot of work, but we know. We know what's coming, and we know we did the work. We know we did the righteous work, right? We know that we didn't do anything to hurt anybody else, and so we're not getting that karma back. We're not ever going to experience this again. We're getting this new wheel of fortune, okay? The wheel of fate is now tipping in our favor. Everything we thought of and asked for, that we, everything we ever thought we deserved, and more. And more. And these other people will be stuck in this mental confusion and this mental restriction. They will be stuck, literally. Held onto. They will be locked up, and they will have to be paying. They're going to be paying. For many of them, they might have gotten caught in the act. They might have gotten caught in the act, yep. And now they're facing jail time for that. Yep, they're going to be going away for a long, long, long time. Yep, judicial. Yep, for your actions. A long time. This may have been a long time coming for some of them also. And they thought that they could outsmart you. They didn't think that you were that smart, feminine. Feminine and collective. They didn't think that you were that smart. They thought that you were a fucking fake seer. They thought that you were full of shit. They thought that you were doing other work. And now they're all out on their asses for talking all this shit and spreading all this lies and lying to you and participating and trying to take you out. Yeah. Scales are tipping, and it's going the opposite way. And feminine collective, off with their heads. Judgment Day is coming. You know what they didn't realize is emotional intelligence, okay? Queen, or King of Cup energy, which means I'm smart. I'm watching everything. I'm observing everything all the time. I just let you guys think I'm dumb. What? Apa? Cosa? What? I don't get it. Or do I? Who knows, really, right? When you know, you know. This is like the ultimate poker face. Again, it came out again. This is the ultimate poker face. It's like where you thought I was over emotional. No, no, no. Yes, I was expressing love. But if you can write me off, so quick, forget about me so quick, and our love so quick to be fucking other people, I can go real cold real quick too. The collective, real cold real quick. Ice, ice, baby. Ding, 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 ding. Off with their heads, maybe. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Justice. Ooh. She knows it. She saint it. You guys are going to have to put in work. Damn. Getting busted. Some of them are getting beat down. Some of them are going to, for some of them, you may be getting life. Okay? For some of them, they may be getting the death penalty. Because what's happening is every time, yeah, fuck, they're fucking scared. They should be. They should be fucking scared. What they were waiting for is not what they're going to get. They ain't getting this new opportunity. They getting fucked by that guy every night. No lube. Spread them. Yeah. For many of them, they will be in judicial systems like that, yeah. Because they fumbled this love. Because they made the wrong action. They made the wrong choice. So don't do that. Put in your work. Put in your work. Make the choice because the wheel of fortune is tipping. So stop being so defensive, masculine. Take the action, okay? Stop being so defensive. Take the action. You're done healing, okay? The rest of the healing that comes is from not missing an opportunity, right? Your happiness and your stress about the finishing healing is when you guys come together in union. It basically alleviates. Did you guys ever watch, what was that show? I love this show as a kid. It's called Care Bears. Care Bears. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? So they do this thing where it's like, the Care Bear stare, right? And so what they do is they all stand next to each other and they're like, do, and they have all their little bellies. It's like Captain Planet where it's like, with our powers combined, ding, 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 earth, wind, water, fire, air, whatever, and so that's what's happening. And what we're literally, okay, Divine Collective, we have taken out some fucking sex ringleader, some whole sex circle, and their ringleader. Yeah. And they're all fucking freaking out. They're all freaking out, yeah. Fuck. And for many of them, actually, what could have happened is an actual disease spread in the whole fucking community. There was an outbreak of STD. For many of them, HIV. Yeah. Yep. Because they tried to put spells to give it to collective. They put in extra work to try to fuck up collective, to try to ruin their reputation, and they told everybody this. And now everybody knows. And they're all about to, whoa, 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 ending. Yeah, they ain't gonna be fucking anymore. Act's coming to an end real quick. For some of them, they may get their dicks chopped off, I'm hearing. Let me know if you guys see that somewhere. I mean, I'm not that fucking sick and psycho, but slightly. I want to see this. I mean, whatever people led up to get people's heads chopped off, like people that are going around like raping and molesting other people and doing black magic and sex magic in sex circles and spreading fucking diseases. Like, yes, actually, I think that they should be lined up in front of people. yeah, people do crazy things, but I'm like, all right, go ahead, line them up in front of everybody and fucking let people know, like, they are, don't be with them sexually, so they can't go around lying to other people, spreading these fucking diseases, but giving people infections that are gonna kill them. That's not fucking cool. Like, more cool to put them in front of everybody and be like, chop off your dick. You can't fuck anybody anymore because you weren't responsible with it before. You know? Something. Just saying. Real shit. Real shit. HIV, that's not just something that goes away. That's something that's with you forever, bruh. Yeah. So for some, you may have planted some seeds that are ending in heartbreak, and that ain't going to be good. Yep. And that is going to be your karma. You're going to have to bear that forever and be alone forever because you made a bad decision. Damn, guys. Yeah. And you thought you could pull one over. Narcissistic fucking little bitches. Narcissistic little bitches. What are you guys doing out there? What are you guys doing out there? Karmic, yeah. Wheel of Fate. You guys. Some of you guys, this ain't going to end good. Okay, so for singles, some of you guys could be winning a case. Some of you guys could be getting offered somebody's hand in marriage. Some of you guys could have been waiting to end. Yeah. Some of you guys could have been waiting to end a marriage or contract, some type of partnership, something like this. May have been working on it for a while. Yeah. And now it has finally come to an end and you can move on to this new thing. Okay, great. Amazing. Amazing. So, what is this new thing? Making a decision to not be alone anymore and to stop fighting other people saying you don't need them. If you keep saying, okay, so for singles or whoever's in no contact, whatever, if you keep saying, I'm good on my own, I don't need anybody, okay, for me, okay, I did say that earlier. For me, I've spent a lot of time by myself, so I'm okay, right? It doesn't make me uncomfortable. I'm not a narcissist. I don't need constant attention and validation from everybody else for me to feel good. Like, I could just like play dress up. I was like, see how I play dress up with you guys? I've been doing that with myself for fucking 40 years. That's what I do. I don't care. I find things that make me happy. I don't care, right? I'm happy there by myself. But does that mean that I'm like, I don't want to have anybody else? No, that absolutely does not mean that. Absolutely not. It means I'm okay to not be with somebody that's going to cause me to need to be defensive or to defend when I share how my emotional state is, like how somebody made me feel, like, wow, you just did that and it made me feel like this. And like, I don't need to have to defend that. I don't need somebody that's going to react to me saying this is how it made me feel and for them to try to gaslight me and make me feel bad. So when feminine, I think, is like, she's good by herself, like she's stepping into this empower, like feminine needs to be reseated as a ruler, not as a consort. So she needs to be in her own power. Does that mean that there's not an emperor that sits next to the empress? Sometimes not. The point is, when the feminine energy comes through, it takes a lot of water. It's almost like maybe it's Kidal. Yeah, oh, it's Kidal. My little Kidal, my green queen. She's coming from the sea, so it's like she's. Sometimes I'll like pound like 3 of these in a row, because it's like she almost feels like she's drowning, but it's like she's coming up out of the water to speak from the throat. So it's this interesting, like, maybe for a long time women's voices have been drowned. Yeah, they're respect, their admiration, them being worshipped, okay? Even down to the Vatican being built on top of Isis temple. That's where they're siphoning all of their energy from, my fucking temple. Isis. So they're basically, this is the energy, right? Of like, it's like we're tired of drowning. Like, it's like, imagine if you rescue somebody from the water, right? And water is depth, emotional depth. It's like having the emotional intelligence to actually experience or speak or share, right? This emotional depth. And in the process of that, this is soul, this is heart, this is emotion. And so it's like we have been feeling or in so much sadness or pain that hasn't been allowed to be recognized. And now that's why that's why, stop, calm down, give me a second. That's why the masculine collective is feeling this need to be nurtured for their emotional state. They're feeling this need to be able to be vulnerable and share their emotional state. I think because every time in the past that feminine was in her natural state of being soft and vulnerable and emotional, right? Emotions, energy in motion. She's the one that puts them in motion. So you have to be supportive of her motions, of her emotions, of her energy, of how it's being protected and messed with. And so I think that this is really what's offset, because what they're feeling is, oh, now I'm alone, now I'm by myself. Like, what masculine is now feeling is the awakening from the feminine collective of all the times that she wasn't defended, of all the times she was there by herself, having to heal herself when nobody was there, when she asked for help and nobody would come, when everybody was more worried about satisfying their own needs than taking accountability, right? Instead of defending her, they were saying that she was being defensive to them. And so what's happening, what masculine has been feeling, is all of this energy that is coming up from feminine being reseated, because it needs to be acknowledged. Now, in the energy work that I do, and and it's got to come up, and it's got to be felt. It's got to be felt, and the best way for it to be felt is through this divine union, right? Through this connection, through masculine holding feminine and letting her cry, letting her feel these things and experience them, and holding the space, right? That's the higher level of emotional intelligence, of the healing, right? This is the Caduceus, right? Mercury, right? The healing through Kundalini activation, right? Strength with the Leo, rising, right? So the healing comes from being able to be vulnerable and say that these are all the things that happened to me, and being able to hold that safe space without it being used against you, right? Without having to defend what happened or that you needed to heal or whatever else, right? But that's where the end of the healing comes into play, and the real beginning of the union, the journey of union, right? Because then you guys are merging. You're merging souls at that point. You're holding the space for their soul to be seen and heard. And since if you are twin flames, right, then you guys have already experienced it. You guys will have to experience it. So best if you both feel the same thing that the other person feels, and you both have to experience it the same regardless of what happens, best to experience it and feel it and hold the space together. Because here's the thing, here's a little trick that you guys maybe don't know, and for the masculine that is still like fucking pussyfooting around or whatever, something you need to know. Now, I am getting a lot of energy. The masculine is rushing in, okay? Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't if it's not for you. For some, black pearls can be significant. Come on, new brain. Am I going to remember? I don't know. Come on, new brain. Oh, so a little trick, a little divine union life hack. And the only reason I figured this out is because I found another twin flame that I got to do a lot of my, I got to do a lot of my work with, and I got to do a lot of healing work with. And so here's a really special hack for you guys. When you come into union and you start healing these together, then you guys don't each have to experience the extremity or separate accident or scenario or situation till you can equally have suffered the same thing. Look at that. Was it 11, 11, 11? Because if you come together and you guys are in union, then holding the space and being merged and being in the state of love, head to heart, head to heart coherence, and being in the state of heart to heart connection, right? What you guys now start doing is when you start speaking and sharing these things that have happened, you're holding the empathy, which means now you don't have to keep experiencing it. So if they broke their foot, you don't have to break your foot. If they, whatever, you don't have to do that, where that was what's happening before. So to balance out the karmic scale, because some of it is from each other, some of it is ancestral. So when you guys come together, you can heal it faster. You can stop to each have to feel it because you're holding space while the other one is processing, which means you're fucking like expediting it. Does that make sense? So it's like a super secret. I mean, it's not a secret. Tell everybody. It's a hack. It's a hack. If you're in divine union, okay, the last phase, the final phase of healing or whatever, the most important phase of healing is when you come together. The relationship is what heals, but being able to hold the empathy, being able to have that space of vulnerability to share the things that they went through instead of having to heal them. Because I know a lot of them was going through, like, I know a lot, like masculine and feminine, like a lot of relationships ended. There was a lot of walking away from things that we had been hanging on to for a while that we thought we were getting somewhere with, but really we weren't. We were just wasting time. And, lying to ourselves that it was going to be different, the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result or outcome. Now we want things to be fair. We want things to be just. We want things to change. And if we enter knowing that this is the intention, then that's what we're going to get. Because I know that a lot have been sad. And so here's another little hack. So I can see things so far ahead. That's why sometimes it's hard to know when exactly things are coming. I can't see all of my things. I can see many things for all of you. And for the collective, I can't see all my things. That wouldn't be any fun, right? That would leave that I wouldn't have a life if I just knew everything in every moment that it was going to happen. That would be fucking boring. I would just be by myself. But this other little, what was it? This other little hack, similar to the last one. What was it? Come on, guides. I know it's not you. I know it's my brain. Come on. I can't think about it. The lovers. You can manifest through actually making love. You can manifest through orgasmic state, number one. That's important. They wanted me to tell you that. Don't consider yourself foolish when you express yourself. Okay? When you offer this cup of love and when you want to tell them that you see them as everything in the family and everything, it's not foolish. because what you're feeling, okay, all the passion, all the sexuality, all the intenseness, what you're feeling is the same thing that they're feeling, okay? I'm going to try to talk about this a little bit more, see if I can get back to this point, if I can get back in my brain. It's like fucking ADHD times 1,000, and I have very little short-term memory. So, yeah, as you're coming into union, you can heal a lot of these things together, and by bridging new neural pathways, okay, by creating a happy ending, and where you guys will be this state of vulnerability, you'll finally feel safe. You'll finally feel like, fuck, everything I ever did, all the work I ever did, all the opportunities that I thought that I missed were just me waiting for this one moment, right? All the work that I ever put in was me knowing. Yeah, look at the Hierophant is like what goes with a high priestess, right? And now you both know, okay? Now you both know, unequivocally, you know what the other person is. Oh, so what I was going to tell you. Now it came back to me, yeah, because the Wounded Warrior came out. And this. So the reason why there has maybe been a delay from masculine. So since many people have left other relationships, marriages, homes, many things like this, right? Given up on some other things. Since that has happened, because you guys keep thinking about the third party, okay, and take it as it resonates. Some of you guys are thinking about your past third party. Some of you guys are thinking about who they have maybe been with. And the more you have those thoughts running through your mind, the more that the opposite, the more that your twin is feeling the same thing. So imagine if you're like, well, did they fuck this person, or are they doing that, or are they doing this? Then that's the doubt that's going to start running through their mind. Same, is they're just like, oh, is she fucking so? And then it's just going to be this weirdness that makes this uncomfortability, that makes it that's what has been blocking. That's what's been blocking. Okay, you just need to you need to take action. Okay, you need to actually just do the work, right? Just take action. Follow your passion, okay? Show up in present state, okay? If you're still working on something, still take action. Did you consider that feminine might want to see what you're working on? That she actually might even want to work on it with you? Maybe not. Maybe you think, for what I'm getting is a lot of the masculine feels that, okay, feels that she wants to be alone, okay? Maybe for a lot of the feminine, they're coming out of an intense, maybe abusive relationships or whatever. And so they need to know that the safety, right? What they need to know is that this next person is emotionally intelligent, is going to offer them the emotional intelligence, that they're going to offer them this happiness, that they're willing to work on what needs to make happy in order to be victorious, right? They're going to apologize. They're going to take action. Hold on one second. So strange, you guys. People just keep coming over here, and it's like weird because I live in the middle of the rice fields. So I live on the street where I'm the end of the street, and there's no other houses on my street, on the other street, but I'm just like, who's coming over here? So for many of you guys, masculine is ready. They have maybe been working on this apology, and maybe this has been a little bit of what's been blocking them because they don't know. Maybe they have not ever had somebody that they can actually share these type of emotions with, and they're feeling where they will be victorious, okay? Where they were holding, okay, for many of them, they have been hiding. They've been hiding their true feelings or emotions. Maybe because they want to apologize that it's taken them a long time. Maybe they've been working on some special type of apology, or maybe something special. The lovers, okay? They want to They want to suck your blood. They want to. Whew. They want to beat the pussy up. They want to. You guys may have a really intense connection. Yeah. They see you as you are their passion. Like maybe they can't find it within themselves without it. And maybe that's also a part of what they've been secretly hiding from you. Some of them could have addictions to porn or sex addiction, something like this. And so they don't want to come in to, they want to come in. Very funny, you guys. They don't want to come in too intense. Shut up. They don't want to come off so intense to feminine, right? They want it to feel beautiful and magic. But yeah, they're coming back in as the Emperor. They're coming in ready to make a commitment, and that could be why it's taking some time. But they already know. For many of you guys that were no contact, they're ready. They're ready to give you the stability. Maybe before they weren't able to offer you the stability or the love properly. They were defensive. For some of them, you guys may have gotten in a fight. That may have been the last time you spoke. And they've worked on that. For others, they could be avoiding coming forward because all of the money situation and everything hasn't quite worked out, and they keep trying new things. But they're just getting a little, giving a lot, like getting and giving, but like not enough. They feel like they're working themselves to death. Okay? And they would rather be making love to you. So just so you know, in case y'all didn't know, when you do come into this union, right, it's not going to be this, look at the devil in reverse. This, it's not like you guys may have super lust and passion and have like this really intense connection, okay? For some of you guys, you may be getting pregnant real quick, okay? For some of you guys, they want to say, I want to have a family. I want to have everything. For some of you guys, feminine, you may already know that. You may already know they're ready for all of that. Okay, that's what you've been waiting for. Okay, let's make it happen. Where are we going? Can you just make me the offering so I can say yes? So now know that a lot of your traits that your twin can also have. Now, not all of you guys are identical to each other, but you guys will be a lot like each other. You guys will do things many the same. So if masculine, if you're thinking all the time, if you're in this emotional state thinking all the time about making love or this sexual tension or lusting, okay, maybe because that's been something that they had a problem with in the past and they think that they have to fix that first, you are probably feeling the same thing that feminine is feeling. I can feel it a lot. I can feel a lot when my masculine is like being horny or maybe even pleasuring themselves or whatever. Like, I can feel it. I can for sure feel it. So, for each their own, right? She's like, listen, I need physical. For some of them, they can be like, but I don't have the money now. For some of you guys. Hack number 3, sharing your passions together can omit this happiness, right? When you work together, when you share your things together, that's when the celebration comes into play, not the third party, okay? So for some of you guys, the money and the things will not move forward until you come into union, for most of you. Until you start to be of service to divine feminine, or you show up, or you lock that in, or you figure out how to let her know you don't have any more options. You're not leaving her out in the cold. She's not there healing by herself, and actually you are there. Not you're coming, unless you're physically with her. Injecting your seeds, giving her that security. She's going to be seeking this presence, okay? Not because she doesn't feel it, because she has done her devotion. Divine feminine has already held on for long enough. She's not in this, she's in the receptive mode, okay? If you don't step up to make this path with her, somebody else will. She is getting divine feminine. You have put in so much work and so much devotion. You have held it down for so long. She's about to get everything given to her. Okay? Everything. And many of these people don't even care. They don't even care that somebody else is taking action. Someone else is giving it to her. They're like, nah, it doesn't matter. I am the one. I will take down, I know that it's so strong. I will literally take down everybody else because she won't even feel anything but heartache from anybody else. It's not even going to be an option. She's not even going to take that path because I am the happy ending. Okay? For some of you guys, you could have had addictions to massages with happy endings. Okay? That's over. That could have been why some of them left you. That could be a cause for getting left for some of you guys. Gotta let go of this shit because it's the difference of the wheel of fate tipping in your favor or not. Literally, physically, actually, emotionally, spiritually. Okay? Like my ex was holding on to the pleasures so much that when he went and fucked the prostitute, he connected to such a low vibrational frequency that he will forever, for eternity, maybe even, be anchored in this hell of 3D. Because that's who he chose. Because the womb state, because orgasmic state, whether he had one or not. He entered the portal of creation. So now he's stuck, misering, holding on to this unhealed version. Because he didn't want to grow up and make the effort, make the offering. So masculine, unless you drop all of the other options or all the other excuses or all the other things that you think you need, money, whatever, all the other things, drop them. Because the longer you hold on to the controlling of that, you're not going to heal. You're not going to heal yourself. You're not going to heal this union, and you're not going to come into union. She will get another offering from somebody else. She will get her wish fulfillment. And everybody who fumbled her will get their karma. Yeah. Everybody. Many of them will be going away for a very long time. Many of them will be losing their jobs. Many of them will be losing their minds. And many of them will have to publicly, globally apologize. That's great. This fucking bitch, that was always that, I'm sure. Yeah, she was fucking my ex too. She was always doing weird shit, weird spells. Miss Fiji, okay? This fucking bitch, Nadine. Biggest coke whore there ever was. Like, always doing shit. My friend one day was like, why are you bringing someone else's man a fucking sandwich and shit and alcohol when they don't drink? Like, what are you doing? Like, are you doing some weird shit in the food or whatever? And he's like, I mean, don't you think that's weird to bring another woman's man a sandwich? She was doing some crazy shit. She told us a story one time because she tried to pretend like she was all fucking wholesome. She'd been trying to win Miss Universe forever. And she tried to win, like, if her husband's out there watching, what's up? I got your back if you're still waiting to go to court. Because she'd been fucking my dude for quite some time. Lying about it. Watch out for your words and actions. That shit will slap back the queen. Snap, snap. For some of them, they're going to go into solitary confinement. Shit, yeah. You better watch who you fuck over. So the point is like, yeah, she did all this shit, all this fucking spell work trying to take my shit. And she had to apologize to every fucking country around the world for showing up late because she was too busy getting too fucking coked out and high on the back. Always. Always. So, there's some fucking intel for you. You want to come over when I try to be your friend and give you clothes and do all this shit when you're fucking my man on the side? Lying? Over for you, bitch. It's over. Your empire crumbling. I'll take whatever whatever your husband was about to sign off to you. I'll take that. That may be how I get my money coming in. I'll take that wheel of fortune. Do. How's that? Do. Yeah, I'm taking out. She could be. She actually is trying to be like, I love Jesus Christ. She is actually one of the top of the satanic fucking cult. She's like the mother Actually, there could be a mother that's also involved. Ooh, maybe his mother. Ooh, damn. She could be a mother. For some of you guys, they could have gotten somebody pregnant, or they could have done that trying to catch them. And for some of you guys, if somebody is claiming they're pregnant, you need to get the test. You need to check. You need to cut that shit off immediately. And you need to get a, what do you call it? Paternity test. If someone's trying to squeeze you for some money, you need to get a paternity test. You can do that. You can totally test once they're like 3 or 4 months pregnant. So, yep, again, they tried to get pregnant to lock down this love. They tried to pretend to be collective. And they tried to tell collective that Empress was really giving him a hard time. She was beating him up and wounding him. Yeah, because he was playing the victim and she was feeding into it. And now they're going to have a big fucking battle. There ain't no love, okay? And I don't think the dick has gotten hard again. That's what you get. I hope your dick never gets hard again, so you can't stick it any more places. So y'all can't infect any more fucking people. I got that download like this morning or something that there's an outbreak. That there's a total outbreak. That's what happens when you fucking hookers without condoms. Yep, you missed all your opportunities. You get all that judgment. And what's happened is some of them tried to basically throw collective under the bus. Yeah, and what happened? So everything they did, so every spell that they did. So for some, I woke up this morning saying someone had a heart attack. So they maybe try to do that. You know, they did that to me. They gave me a fucking stroke, actually, by putting crazy poison. And so everything that they did to try to unalive collective, everything that they did to try to get their magic or their spell or their whatever, that's going to come back. That's going to come back more than tenfold, like 100-fold. Like everything that they wished is coming back, like with the vengeance for them. Everything they wished against collective, yeah. Everyone that they fucked, yeah. You're going to lose everything. Everyone that was involved is going to lose everything. And they're going to be found out for who they really are. And collective's going to be stable. Yep, they're going to get that cha-ching. Okay, and these people aren't going to get it. They thought that they were going to get some big payout. They were fucking doing all this shit, trying to steal identities and do all this crazy shit. You ain't getting nowhere. They're about to be in solitary confinement for like 30, 40 years to life. Oh, yeah, you're going to hold on to that. Better hold on to that shit. Better fucking keep. Nah, shit, that's over. They thought that they can fight it. For many of them, that they thought that they could pay somebody out. They may have had an officer or some type of higher. They've been paying them out. Ooh, they've been paying out. Yeah, some type of law or official or something like this. And the thing is what they don't realize is they have someone more holy, more righteous, that's higher than all those people that they paid out. And they are going to be the judge, the final judge, because actually the ancestors are coming down, divinely coming down. This is like Pope energy, coming down through this judgment, through this definitive decision, yeah. And they ain't going to be able to defend shit. They ain't going to be able to defend shit. They're going to get everything that they got, but not nicely. Not nicely. They're going to get all those swords in their bag. Well, bitch. For many of them, I was also getting, for many of them, they try to get you, sick or put a spell on you. They try to take your life force energy. They try to take a creative, intellectual property. Yeah, they've been producing stuff. A lot of people are about to be unhappy because they all been working together against collective, and they thought that they would be able to get away with it. They thought that they could start this new beginning, and they thought that they could keep this person rushing in and out, giving fuckboy energy, and then just say, oh, well, collectives just healing themselves. So I'm over here doing this. Now you're over there fucking somebody for money, thinking that you're going to get your stability. And you know what? That's all coming to an end. Options. Nah, bitch, you ain't got no options. You are stuck in this sale. Yeah. No more third parties. No more parties. No more nothing. No more nothing. Yep. Temperance in reverse. A whole new world, but not one you will like. They ain't gonna see the new world. They ain't gonna see the new era. For some of them, they may even because they tried to take all of the wish fulfillment, because they tried to take something that wasn't theirs, they may get the death penalty. Yeah. A lot of them may be publicly, I don't know what the word is. They're saying, my guides are saying assassinated. They tried to send an assassin, a hitman. And then I heard collective was like kind to the hitman and joking with the hitman, helped the hitman with something. And because of that, the hitman is actually like now fascinated and in love with collective. Now they're like, can I get a chance? Like, they're like, fuck them. Like, I want to fuck collective now. I want an opportunity now. Oh, guys, the plot thickens. Dung, 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 dung. Yeah. And what they were holding on to, what they were banking on, they are fucking scared shitless. They are scared now. They're scared this hitman's going to come for them. This was a couple. Okay? This was a couple. They may have already been married before this. And there may be lots of, yeah. They may be still married to each other. No, two different people. Yeah, they're gonna get. So every time they try to do something, so let's say for instance, they try to get the landlord to come to kick me out. Instead, they got stabbed in the back. Instead, what they tried to throw collective under the bus for, they basically got that back times 10, times 100. So, like, let's say they were just like, she's not on the lease and da-da-da-da-da-da. And then what they did is, like, because there's higher level enforcement that is basically monitoring, what happened is now they're checking all their other businesses, all their other rentals. Do they even have the ability to be doing that? Are they all doing so? Now they're actually wishing this masculine, this other woman, the mother, the karmic, and maybe somebody that's running a business, owning a house, maybe a landlord, maybe I'm feeling somebody that's owning something, somebody that's owning property or a house or a car or whatever. Now they're wishing that they never try to fuck with collective. Yeah. Because everything they tried to do, like this, so they tried to send like a heart attack spell, and someone else had a heart attack. They tried to send these death spells. And they're going to die. Straight up. And if they try to use other people that they love, and that's what I got, is a lot of them were using other people that they love. So when the return to sender spell comes back, it's like a domino effect. They put other people in line to take the repercussions of their bad magic. It's fucked up. Do you know, like, that's like it's like double jeopardy, whatever. It's like a triple, quadruple felony, essentially, especially in the spiritual realm. Like, they're demonic. They're demonic as fuck, and they're trying to jump on collective's clean slate of karma. Yeah. Yep. Ashes, ashes, they all fall down. I'm getting that. Ring around the rosy, pockets full of posies. Ashes, ashes, they all fall down. So yeah, they're all gonna fall like a house of cards. I'm hearing like a house of cards, or like dominoes. You know, when they do those elaborate setups, that's basically what happened. They did this elaborate setup, and there's a lot of people and a lot of things that are involved. And now what's going to happen is ashes, ashes. They tried to burn collective, and now they're all getting fucking burned back. So if anybody is taken anything from collective, if anybody has done anything that you have tried to block the union for collective or done any of this, I would suggest, if you've stolen anything that belongs to them, if you've done anything terrible, like, I suggest you start making those fucking apologies real quick. I don't know that it's gonna, I'm hearing, what is this? What's your name? Jules. Who will save your soul when you can't save your own? And feminine was the one that could have saved them. But there. Oh, you want the reciprocity of being left for dead? Okay. No problem. She's happy to return it. A whole new world. Don't you dare close your eyes. Someone's watching. Ding, 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 ding. Creepy, right? Yeah. They already know. For many of you guys, if you guys are similar like me, like a seer, or psychic, or very intuitive, if you're a Scorpio, you know this shit's coming to an end. You know they're not going to get their wish. You know they're not going to get their dreams. So for many of you, they may be afraid to approach you. They don't want you to know how sick they are. For many of them, they're extremely sick. They're trying to manifest or convince themselves. They're trying to keep themselves out of this happy state. They may have a very bad sexually transmitted disease because they decided to keep fucking around with that, because whoever these people were told them, no, it's all cool. I'm all good. Like, here's my test. Like, I don't have any sexually transmitted diseases, any STDs, any STIs. I don't have any. Like, I already did the testing. And they were a fool to believe that. They were a fool. They didn't check with their intuition. Yep. They didn't check with their intuition. They just believed somebody else because they wanted to keep doing whatever they were doing, because they figured, well, fuck, if I lost collective over you, I might as well go for it again and again and again until I feel better. And they may be fucking the shit out of her and not feeling any better. Or maybe they can't. They tried to. They tried to. Maybe he's got all these women trying to suck and suck and suck and suck and suck it, and it's like limp, like a fucking wet noodle. Because all they can think about is feminine. They may even be having people try to dress up or sound. They may even be using, oh my God, you guys, this is sick. You guys are sick. They're using AI to copy feminine's voice. So when they're talking dirty or doing whatever with this other person, they're actually putting they're making her wear feminine's clothes, or they're putting feminine's face and omitting her voice. They may have programmed an AI with her voice. So everything that this karmic is saying, so they feel like she's there, but she's not. Oh my God, you guys, that's twisted. For some of you guys, they could have been making an account using your voice or your image, selling, again, like I said, OnlyFans and other things like this. So I will give a huge reward. Not if you guys create one, but if you guys find that shit online, if you find somebody biting my fashion, my style, or using my name or my face or my voice, anything, coming in hot. Yeah. Because that shit's got to change. Yeah. And I'll give you a session. I'll give you a session to take these fuckboys out. Let's go. So anyways, guys, I'm not really... Do you guys have any more questions? Any more questions? Yeah, how you choose to respond to this and whether or not you actually make this offering. If you stay masculine, if you stay in the hermit mode, you can't stay in the hermit mode. Listen, these are all upside down, which means you got to get out of this space of your head. So what's going on and what I felt a lot, and I try to check myself, right? Because I think a lot about these maybe past people, these karmics, these old soulmates. And I think about like, not that we didn't come into union, but it's like, damn, that sucks, you know, like I put a lot of energy into that. And so because of that, what happens is when I go into the mode of saying, I'm not ever going to come into union with that person again, right? This is just a divine counterpart thing. So when I go, I have like, we're done, right? This is the karmic, who also is a divine masculine from way, 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 way. Now, if he would have done his work, he could have stepped into that position, but he chose not to. He chose to be a fuckboy or a juggalo or fucking whatever, whore fucker, I don't know. But he basically made the decision over and over and over again that he wasn't making the commitment, that he wasn't interested in the union, and that not coming into union, okay? That he was more interested in getting the passion, the attention from other women, older women, maybe women that had more, they thought that they were better. They thought that they had more going for them. Thought that they were prettier, or they had more money, or more to offer them, more attention, or more to offer, more to offer them, more money. They thought that they had more talent or more to offer, but they're realizing that was all bullshit, okay? What they're going to get is someone that lies to them like a rug, that lies, that manipulates them because they know how to manipulate them, and they know that they're easily manipulated. Yeah, they ain't getting nowhere with them. Yeah, that's super fucked up. Yeah, that's all coming to an end. They're pretending to baby them emotionally, but they're really just manipulating. They know what they're doing. They're doing like psychological warfare. Yeah. And they're actually setting you up, masculine. So watch out if you're the karmic or the soulmate or the masculine or whatever, you know, take as it resonates. People are trying to set you up that you thought were your friends, or maybe the karmic family members. I'm getting this. Okay? Know the difference. Know the difference. But so anyways, my point is I have a very solid, like if this person pops into my mind, like I have a couple different techniques that I learned, like hypnosis techniques and stuff like this, just to kind of be like, boom, it doesn't exist for me. I don't care. But the thing is because I'm in that state, right? Because Divine Feminine is in this state of saying, there's no possibility of getting back with this karmic. I'm staying in a protected state, right? I'm staying in a safe environment, in a protected state. So sometimes I think what's happening, a lot of the time, what I can feel is actually that masculine, when they're like ready, when they're like, yes, I want to be with feminine, and they're like ready, I feel like they're feeling feminine's energy of being cold or cut off, being removed from the connection. But the thing is it's not their connection. It's the connection from the other thing. Does that make sense to you guys? Because it's like you're feeling or experiencing the same things. Does that make sense? So that's why it's super important to maintain our thoughts, right? What we're thinking about, because the other person is doing it. So whenever, that's why I just try to be in my state of happiness. I try to not give too much energy to someone that I'm not trying to be with anymore. And I also try to not give too much energy to this other person, because whether they do or don't come, it could be causing them stress. It doesn't matter. Like I've already released it. I've already released the outcome. I've already released the need. I may never feel, in my own mind, I may never, I may move on to somebody new, and I may never feel that intensity of that same type of connection again with somebody else. But as long as I feel protected and safe, and I feel loved and adored, and like somebody is honest and vulnerable and has emotional intelligence and wants to create and build and adore and worship feminine, then, That is what it is, because feminine has been very specific about her order, right? But the thing is everybody has free will. Just like masculine has free will to be doing whatever the fuck they're doing or fucking whoever the fuck they want to be, feminine also has free will to do the same, which will lead 100%, will lead to somebody else. That's a reality. So that's just what it is. Like, I'm okay. Like, of course, I want the fairy tale. I want that magic love. But I know that I know I'm divinely protected. And I know that I put in enough work and given enough and lost so many things over and over and over and over again that I've already paid my dues. I put in my time. So if my reward from the universe is, if they're saying he's not ready, if he's not ready to step forward and merge souls and fucking talk it out, or fucking hug it out, or at least say, fuck you, it's too intense, then I understand. He's not my person. And I know that they will give me the something better. If this person doesn't show up, this is what happens. If not this, then something better. I'm open and grateful and ready to receive. Thank you, universe, divine, source, creator, angels, ancestors, aliens, all that are here to offer us and protect us and bring us the highest vibrational frequency of love and light and the highest timeline possible for all of those involved. For some, we're ready to be on higher timelines than others, and that's okay. We have to sometimes accept that. That is free will. We cannot do love spells and do all this other shit because we can't dictate how other people, what their free will is. That takes away the whole point of Earth School. Earth School is that we have the ability, that we have this free will. That is what Earth School is, right? If we knew everything and we're just only divine, then we would have no chance to learn about the contrast. So know that when you guys come together, you will be able, the divine counterpart is that one person that you can actually talk about all the fucked up shit that has happened to you in your life. They are the one person that's going to get it, that's going to hold the space and the container and allow for the vulnerability to happen. I promise, I experienced it with another one. It's what happens, right? And that's why I had to keep asking. I'm like, why? Who the fuck is this person? Why did I have so much unconditional love? But I can see when my channeling got so clear, I could see things like, do you guys ever see that movie, what's it called? That movie Lucy? When she's in the end and she's like, oh, I went to the beginning of the planet and then I came here and then I came back. It's like, that's how I can tap into things, right? And as my channel became more clear, all of a sudden I understood. I'm just following an energetic, everything is energy. I'm following an energetic trace of love, of a flame, of a soul, of a heart. And so that's why I had so much unconditional love for this other person. And I couldn't understand it until I understood this person was a twin flame from another dimension, from another fucking time completely. And maybe we just hopped through timelines. Maybe we were actually just here to have this karmic healing because it was going to be so intense and we needed each other. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe everything re-entered because the actual divine masculine didn't want to, because he wanted to follow other options, because he decided free will and to write feminine off. They will send another soulmate or twin flame. They will send the best match. Like I said, this person chose not to do their work. So I'm now past that. So they're going to send the next person that's on the next grade, the next level. Do you know, it's like the prerequisite. Like, you don't do a bunch of like psychology classes to then start at Psych 1A. Do you know? Does that make sense? Like, you don't do all of the work to start teaching somebody how to do, like, it's not, It's not going to go down like that. Like, this person is going to be undeniable. The connection is going to be undeniable. It's going to be like love at first sight, at second, at third. So the way that I can explain the divine union is, every time, even if there's long periods of separation, every time you re-see the divine counterpart or you feel them, it's going to be all over again, like love at first sight, like all over again. Now, what I feel is that masculine wasn't feeling that the same. And now what they've been experiencing is the same intensity that feminine has been experiencing the whole journey, because masculine catches up much farther on. And so now they're just like, did you put a spell on me? What the fuck is going on? Like, this is insane. Like, the passion, the intensity, like, I have to have it. And I don't, like, no matter what they try to distract themselves with, no matter whatever, like, they cannot. For many of them, again, they cannot get it up even, because all they can think about. That's why they're doing these weird things, having them wear their clothes or do whatever, or doing spells to try. And for some, there can be people that are doing spells to where you think you're actually having the encounter with that person. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. They may have created a doppelganger, and they're actually fucking body snatching the doppelganger. You guys, this is really intense. So yeah, movement. Move away from the old things, but just know, when we think too much about past relationships or about karmic or about stuff like this, if you guys want to heal that, come together into union, because what you need is someone who can understand or feel. And unless you have, maybe I should make a divine union group, but unless you have other people that are on the same type of journey, nobody else is going to understand. Nobody who you talk to. And that's why maybe they're separating from a lot of people. Maybe that's why you guys are in this separation state, not just from each other, but starting to separate or lose more friends or people. That could be a large reason why. Very large reason why. Okay? Anyways, you guys, I'm going to hop off. I need to feed my cat. She's going to start crying, and I need to close all these windows because the mosquitoes are coming in. As always, if you want to schedule a personal or private reading, my email is in the description box below, DivinityWithinThee@gmail.com. Again, this is the only place where I do readings unless you schedule a personal or private reading. I have some Instagram accounts that are my personal DivinityWithinThee and some of my art. But yeah, you will not find me soliciting. I sell all of my creations, not my temple, ever. Never. I am the live expression of divine femininity, and I will not allow for that to happen in this lifetime. So if you guys do see that, or you guys find where that is, I had a couple people tell me that. If you do find where that is, please do forward me the information to my email, and we'll get that sorted out. Okay, guys? As always, infinite blessings, love, and light. If nobody has told you today, you're doing great. Keep going, okay? Take a deep breath. I'm very proud of you, and I love you very much. You got this. Ciao for meow. Catch you on the flip side.